This is the Magic Man, the tennis preacher, prophet, and the sidekick, and the tennis pastor, Pastoree, coming back at you again with another video. Man, I need some Federer fans to get with me on this one. I need some fans to get with me on this one here. People, listen, people. I know I made a video saying Federer should play the French Open, and I know I said a real GOAT. I was just talking to, trying to just let y'all see. I said a real GOAT would play the French Open. People, listen here. I'm not totally coming from that perspective here. I'm coming from a new perspective. People, listen. Federer may be totally on board with what I'm saying. Listen, Federer, listen, people, if he becomes #1, I know his health and, reducing his schedule is the most important. Because, what good is it if you're going to be broken down after you play the French Open? Now, I don't think he should play all the clay court tournaments. Maybe just play the ones that's right before the French Open or one right before and get a good warm-up. And, man, hopefully play one that's play a Master Series so you get 1,000 points at least if you win. People, let me tell you why Federer... Okay, listen, but let me say this here. Federer... let's assume he becomes #1. He's probably going to become #1, and he's probably going to go into the French Open if he does play as #1. People, listen, we know, I already did a video saying Federer really wants to become #1. Now, I assume, I'm not sure about to what extent will he go to maintain the #1 spot. I'm not totally sure about that. I'm sort of in between. I don't think it's like, I don't care if I lose #1. But I don't know if he going to be like, I'm going to play I know he ain't going to play every tournament to maintain the #1 spot. I think he's sort of in between. But people, listen here. He should play the French Open. Listen, people, let me tell y'all why. That's like extra. Even if he doesn't win the French Open, it's okay. He just should play it just to pick up some points. Because Nadal is under tremendous pressure. Nadal got to defend 2,000 points. I'm not sure Nadal's going to even win the French Open. And Federer could get in there. See, listen, because Federer is free and he doesn't have to defend any points at the French Open, he can just get in there, be free. And if he loses in the quarters or something, no problem. He pick up some points. Don't put too much stress on your body. Get in there, do your smooth stuff on clay. And he may beat people straight sets. Here's another thing. Federer is so good on clay. And he's free now? Man, but let me get back to the point here. Federer may play, if he really wants to, say Federer is like, hey man, I want to keep this #1. This feels good. Man, this feels good. I'm going to keep this #1 spot. This feels like the old days. Federer may play the French Open. I'm telling y'all, Federer fans thought I was crazy. Listen, this #1 spot, let's just see. When he become #1 next week, it's going to change his perspective. Watch this. Man, I wouldn't be surprised if Federer called that Dubai tournament director, say, hey man, I changed my mind again. I want to play the Dubai. I want to get that too. He may get crazy. I don't know if he'll do that. But I'm just saying, let's see, once he become #1, that #1 spot can dictate his schedule. Because he may be like, man, I want to keep this #1, man. I want to go ahead and I want to keep Nadal out of this picture. He may be like that. So, but yeah, people, get back to the French Open. He should play the French Open, people. That's like free. It doesn't matter if he doesn't win. He can get in the French Open and just take it easy. He's playing at a high enough level. He may not have to play really hard until he get to like after the third round. He can take care of these clowns easily without even playing that hard. At least up to the quarters. And you never know, man. He may get in there. Because there was a couple French Opens, people, that Federer didn't even give up a set. So he didn't have to go no 4-setters, no 5-setters. So, man, he may be able to go to the semis without going 4 sets. And, reduce at least some of the wear and tear on his body. But I'm just getting back to the point, people. He got free points. He doesn't have to defend any points at the French Open. That's the one where he can pick up points. Okay? Tennis preacher, tennis prophet, tennis psychic. Signing out.